Alright, good morning, Bacharim. I know it's very early in the morning, everyone's just starting to wake up from their shlufy shlufs, and I was thinking it'd be a beautiful time to start Shir, and because we haven't really discussed Hilchis Paysach, so I really wanted to get into the Inyan. So I think we're gonna have a little Pesach program, and we're gonna try to cover all the Hilchos Pesach. Obviously, we can't make a siyum on the whole shas of it, but I mean, if we can even try to get a little piece, we can maybe be Mekayim just a kazayas of the mitzvah, and it'll be a beautiful thing to show Mami and Tati how much we learned in yeshiva, because they're all worried. They're all paying tuition, and they're worried about how much we're steiging away. So I want to make sure that everyone has enough parsha sheets to take home for the whole Pesach. So let's start with the hiding of the chametz, which happens the night before Pesach. So we all know that that's that's the most favorite time of the year for Lil Shmuley, because he gets to find the last piece of chametz with Tati. So what's the halacha if somebody goes and finds the last piece instead of Shmuley, like that the little sibling, the middle one that's not really the oldest, not the youngest, kind of out of place? He's sort of like lost in the midbar. So what's he supposed to do if he really has the yitzhar to find it first, but we know it's Shmuley's turn? So what do? Is you lock him in the Pesach pantry, just until you find the last piece, and then it's usher to keep him in there for the whole Pesach. You can take him out after Shmuley finds it. So that's the night, and we're gonna now move on to the day, the burning of the chametz, which is everyone's favorite. You get to see all the firefighters and Hatzala come. Shomrim there, Chaverim there, just in case the firefighters get tires popped. So you're throwing everything into the fire. What happens if you're throwing everything away and all of a sudden you had in mind to throw away all your chametz and burn it, and then you see the piece of challah, and it's the challah from your wedding that you saved, because everyone saves the wedding challah. So what do if you already had in mind it was a carbon for Hashem? So if it's already being tossed, if it actually landed in the big garbage container, so it's completely usher. Sorry, it's usher to touch it. That's set aside for Hashem. If you was in your hand in the baggie and you didn't actually throw it yet, you can keep it, and you just have in mind that in Mitzvah Hashem one day it's going to go to the BeShamikdash, and what you can do is you can just give it to your enucles, and they'll give it to their enucles, and Mitzvah Hashem, they're all going to be giving it to their enucles until Mashiach comes, and Eli Navi is going to end up eating it. That's the halacha. So there's a big question that's going around, and I know it's a huge machlokes. We are trying to figure out who's the person who made the laminated sheets that measures all the kezayisim for the seder. Because chas v'sholom, if the lettuce doesn't fit onto that sheet, so you go to Gehenna. So somebody mamish like was a hatzala and saved the whole Bnei Yisrael when they made that sheet, and no one knows who made it, and we're trying to figure out who made it because they're not getting enough schar. We obviously want them to get the biggest mansion in Mashiach, so we have to try to figure out who made the laminated sheet, who decided how to color code it. Is mamish? It's like the Mishnah Torah. We need to figure out this is godless. So once we get to that, then we can start to now get into the actual real deep inyan of the kazaisim and exactly how much you're supposed to have. There's so many different halachas, and it has to be as confusing as possible. So we're not even started yet. We barely even touched the gefilte fish. We're not even near the cholent. We're going to Mitzvah Hashem get there, though, guys. We're going to keep steiging. So I'm really impressed that you guys all made it during Bein HaZmanim. I hope you're wearing your dicky pants. You don't have to wear your Shabbos pants anymore. It's Bein HaZmanim. You can wear your color shirts and your polos. Just make sure if you're wearing a polo shirt with the polo thing, if you're Abba Yeshivish, it has to be a big horse. And if you're not so Yeshivish, it could be the U.S. Polo Association brand. But regardless, if it's a colorful shirt, it has to be blue on blue. And then obviously white sneakers. So Mitzvah Hashem, we're going to get to all that. We're going to go through the chametz drawers. We're going to find all the hidden tokens, and we're going to have a wonderful Pesach. Shkayach, guys.